We're stepping into a very short commercial break, but we continue to get you these latest pictures from Kullu on the outside. Stay with Republic.
The world supermarket. The world is ours for the taking. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Rescue operations in Uttarkashi will resume today as massive avalanche hit the Dussehra glacier. Meanwhile, a 5-member team of the SDRF and 3 instructors were dropped by helicopter at the glacier.
2021, the Indian economy was all geared up.
We are headed for greatness as a nation. We will be a superpower. If there's something that I want to see in our lifetime, it is to have our best living years as a citizen of a superpower.
Now there's a new goal, Mission Superpower. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Amit Shinde versus Uddhav camp on the Dussehra rally. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be holding a rally at the MMRDA ground while Uddhav Thackeray organizes his Dussehra event at Shivaji Park. The Telangana Rashtriya Samiti is likely to be renamed the Bharat Rashtriya Samiti as Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao preps for a national foray.
The world supermarket. The world is ours for the taking.
Very good afternoon and thank you for staying tuned. You're watching the news at 4 p.m. These pictures coming on the occasion of Dussehra from Kullu, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is attending this grand celebration. BJP's top leadership in Himachal Pradesh at this point, as not only Prime Minister kicking off the Himachal campaign, but youth celebrations on the occasion of Dussehra in Kullu.
भगवान श्री रघुनाथ जी से, सभी देवी देवताओं से, परम पिता परमात्मा से ऐसी अरदास प्रार्थना करते हैं कि ये पल सभी के लिए सुख लेकर आए, सभी के लिए जीवन मंगलमय हो, हमारे देश की एकता और अखंडता बनी रहे, भारतवर्ष दिन दोगुनी रात चौगुनी तरक्की करे और हमारी ये मान्यताएं, ये देव परंपराएं, हमारी संस्कृति जो है वो इसी तरह से अक्षुण्ण बनी रहे। इस पावन वेला में यही मनोकामना है, यही अरदास है, यही प्रार्थना है और ऐसी ही प्रार्थनाओं को लिए हमारे देश के माननीय प्रधानमंत्री महोदय जी इस समय यहाँ उपस्थित है। माननीय महोदय, आप बार बार ऐसे ऐतिहासिक पलों के साक्षी बने और हम आपका आभार व्यक्त करते चले जाएं।
अनंत आभार आपका माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी। ऐतिहासिक रथ यात्रा में हजारों लोगों का यह जन सैलाब, लेकिन इसके बावजूद भी रथ यात्रा बहुत शांतिपूर्ण संपन्न होगी। बहुत उत्साह आप सब लोगों में माननीय प्रधानमंत्री के प्रति हम देख रहे हैं। ऐसा ऐतिहासिक रथ यात्रा के इतिहास में एक नया अध्याय आज जुड़ गया है, जब देश के प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी इस रथ यात्रा के साक्षी बने, पूजा अर्चना करके आशीर्वाद प्राप्त किया। अनंत आभार आपका माननीय प्रधानमंत्री महोदय।
ये ऐतिहासिक क्षण हमारे जीवन में बार बार आए। कुल्लू की जनता की ओर से माननीय प्रधानमंत्री महोदय जी का उनकी उपस्थिति के लिए, उनके स्नेह के लिए और कुल्लू के लिए उनकी प्रेम और करुणा के लिए सभी जिला।
Alright, so you see these latest pictures coming in from Kullu, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is present on the occasion of Dussehra. We see the top leadership of the BJP kicking off the Himachal campaign on this very auspicious day, and in full fervor, massive celebrations on a big scale of Dussehra, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is present. And we cut to the headlines we're tracking at this hour in Baramulla. Home Minister Amit Shah leads the way, refuses to use bulletproof equipment at rally.
के साथ कश्मीर के अंदर चुनाव करा दिए जाएंगे। आपके खुद के नुमाइंदे यहाँ पर शासन करेंगे।
Amit Shah sets a timeline for Jammu and Kashmir elections. Big fight erupts. Will they fight or will they back out?
चौथा मेडिकल डिवाइस पार्क कहां बन रहा है? ये चौथा मेडिकल डिवाइस पार्क कहां बन रहा है? आपके हिमाचल में बन रहा है।
Prime Minister Modi is in Himachal Pradesh inaugurating projects and celebrating Dussehra in Kullu. RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat breaks up population debate, says can't ignore religion-based population imbalance. TRS renamed Bharat Rashtra Samiti as KCR goes national now. And it is Uddhav's rally versus Shinde's rally in Mumbai. It is the biggest political face-off on the day of Dussehra. And we are cutting across to these latest details that are just coming in. Omar Abdullah, who's put out a tweet while he is responding to Home Minister Amit Shah. The tweet that is on your screens right now that reads, and I quote, "We are grateful to the Home Minister for challenging Dr. Farooq Saab to account for JKNC's contribution to the development of Jammu and Kashmir. As the list is rather exhaustive, please expect our response tomorrow." Yes, the Gupkar feeling completely rattled, Omar Abdullah has now put out a tweet in response to the statements that were made by Home Minister Amit Shah in his visit to Jammu and Kashmir. While he had asked the Gupkar to be accountable Omar Abdullah has now put out this tweet responding to Amit Shah's statement, saying that they will certainly respond. And the tweet that exactly reads that thank you for challenging Dr. Farooq Abdullah to account for JKNC's contribution to the development of Jammu and Kashmir. He says the list is rather exhaustive. Please expect our response tomorrow. So we see that sense of sarcasm also trickling in through this tweet. But certainly how the Gupkar is feeling rattled. Zeenat is with me on the phone line. Zeenat, we are referring to this latest tweet by Omar Abdullah, which also gives a sense of what the Gupkar members are feeling. Finally, Omar Abdullah has put out this tweet saying that the NC will very much be accountable, and also praising themselves, saying that a lot that has been done by them for Jammu and Kashmir, they list that out for the Home Minister. All right, not too sure if Zeenat is still connected with us. We are trying to reconnect that line to also get a sense of the sentiment on the ground, and most importantly how the political circles are now working with knowing that the Home Minister is in Jammu and Kashmir, and the very initiative of the BJP when it comes to the development of the valley. Zeenat is back with me on the phone line. Zeenat, this particular tweet by Omar Abdullah not just is hinting at a sense of sarcasm or arrogance or being defensive as Omar Abdullah is being in this tweet, but the very fact that the Gupkar is certainly feeling rattled, because here is the BJP questioning on what they have done all these years in the valley, for the people, and Omar Abdullah says that he will respond.
See, this is a tweet that is coming from the J&K National Conference, where National Conference hits out at Home Minister Amit Shah. They are challenging Home Minister Amit Shah as far as the work done by the National Conference for Delhi.
That audio line is not very clear. We'll try and fix that line with Zeenat. But this is the all-out challenge, I wouldn't say, but the response that is coming in from Omar Abdullah, where he says that the NC will certainly show all that they have done for the development of Jammu and Kashmir. This after that full frontal attack by Home Minister Amit Shah, who is in the valley at this point. We also have Imran Nabidar, the spokesperson of NC, who's with us on the phone line. Imran, what exactly is Omar Abdullah meaning to say through this tweet?
I think it is pretty clear. The Home Minister has sought details about what Dr. Farooq Abdullah Saab has done over these years, and as a responsible opposition, it is our right to list out the achievements that have been completed during Dr. Farooq Saab's tenure, during the Omar Abdullah's tenure, and that is what we have mentioned in the tweet. So we are compiling, and we'll give it a detailed statement on what National Conference and its leaders have done over the past, whenever they were part of the government. So we'll give everything in detail, and they should also know, and people of the country should also know that what have we achieved during Dr. Farooq Saab's tenure and Umar Saab's tenure. Because at the end of the day, rhetoric is something, but facts are something else. So we are trying to put out everything on black and white. Let people to decide who is right and who is wrong.
Absolutely, Imran, but certainly on the defensive, needless to say how the NC has been extremely critical of the initiatives taken by the government for the betterment of the valley, and especially after the abrogation of Article 370. But here is the Home Minister leading the way and showing that despite the security situation, he's not wearing his bulletproof equipment because this is the government integrating with the people of the valley and putting out the sentiment of what the valley really wants, as opposed to how the political picture has been painted all these years. If the NC has now challenged the Home Minister on this and, displaying the kind of arrogance that is coming in through the tweet, will you also list out where all you have gone wrong?
I don't think, first of all, I don't think there is any arrogance. I mean, if somebody asks a question, I think it is within our rights to respond to it. If you want to construe it as arrogance, then I cannot say anything about it. But if somebody is asking a question, and it is the Home Minister of India who is asking this question, that what has National Conference given to people of Jammu and Kashmir, I think we have every right to respond. This is the Constitution gives us this right. So we have very politely, I don't understand why you want to call it arrogance. There is no arrogancy in it. I mean, we're just responding to what he has said, and we want to put in front of people of this country what is everything and the details that people of country need to know. Because
certainly, Imran, everyone is well within their right to respond, and political accountability is most important for the people to really know what their leaders are doing. Waiting for what the response is going to be like in the next 24 hours, tracking the story very closely. Imran Nabidar, I want to thank you for speaking to Republic at this point. And before we cut across to my colleague Gursimran, let's once again listen into that very statement by the Home Minister made at that rally that has now rattled the Gupkar League.
सबसे पहला काम मोदी जी ने गांव तक जमहूरियत को पहुंचाने का किया है। पहले कश्मीर के अंदर जमहूरियत की व्याख्या थी 3 परिवार, 87 विधायक और 6 सांसद, और आज मोदी जी ने 5 अगस्त के बाद जम्मू कश्मीर में जमहूरियत को जमीन तक, गांव तक पहुंचाने का काम किया है। 370 जाने के पहले 87 विधायक, 6 सांसद और 3 परिवार था। मुफ्ती परिवार, अब्दुल्ला परिवार और गांधी परिवार। और अब मोदी जी ने लोकतंत्र को गांव के पंच, सरपंच, बीडीसी और जिला पंचायत तक पहुंचाकर 30,000 लोगों को जोड़ने का काम किया है। मित्रों, 30,000 लोग। महबूबा मुफ्ती जी का मैंने ट्वीट पढ़ा था कि ऐसे मां पा रहे हो, हिसाब देकर जाना कि क्या दिया है कश्मीर को। महबूबा जी, कान खोलकर सुन लीजिए, आंख खोलकर देख लीजिए, आप और फारूक साहब दोनों देख लीजिए। हमने क्या दिया इसका मैं हिसाब देता हूं, मगर 75 साल तक आपके 3 परिवारों ने यहां शासन किया, उन्होंने क्या दिया उसका हिसाब जरा बाद में करना। सबसे पहला काम मोदी जी ने गांव तक जमहूरियत को पहुंचाने का किया है। पहले कश्मीर के अंदर जमहूरियत की व्याख्या थी 3 परिवार, 87 विधायक और 6 सांसद, और आज मोदी जी ने 5 अगस्त के बाद जम्मू कश्मीर में जमहूरियत को जमीन तक, गांव तक पहुंचाने का काम किया है। और आज घाटी और जम्मू दोनों क्षेत्र में 30,000 से ज्यादा लोग पंचायत, तहसील पंचायत और
And Gursimran is now joining us live on the broadcast. Gursimran, well, NC is posing that they have taken Amit Shah's challenge and they will certainly be accountable for all that the NC has done for the valley in all these decades. But the very fact that with the kind of reform that the BJP is bringing about in Jammu and Kashmir, and certainly what the top leadership has done after the abrogation of Article 370. Right from day one, the Abdullahs and the Muftis have always claimed like it is their territory and never allowed it to integrate with the rest of the country. Here the BJP is not just bringing about development but also ensuring that they bring everyone together, and here is the NC now coming forth after none of the other political tactics have worked.
See, now the political parties, especially the Kashmir-based political parties that has been on the target of the Bharatiya Janata Party post-abrogation of Article 370 for their no contribution towards the development but entire contribution towards the deteriorating situation of the Jammu and Kashmir. They have now seems to come for their rescue, and they are saying that what we have done for the people of Jammu and Kashmir was the best, and we are holding accountable. We are accountable for what we have done. Now the National Conference Vice President Umar Abdullah has also come out with a tweet wherein he has somehow indirectly or indirectly has questioned the Union Home Minister Amit Shah over the claims of Pulwama attack, and has said that if the Gupkar gang was responsible for the same, then why were they called for the all-party meeting by the Prime Minister of the country, Narendra Modi? So all in all, gimmicks being played by the Kashmir-based political parties. They are somehow trying to divert from the issue the main thing that the Union Home Minister Amit Shah has said, that we have brought about development in Jammu and Kashmir and the things on ground have changed. See, the data and the facts speaks of themselves. There has been a visible decline in the terror incidents. There have been zero stone pelting incidents, almost zero post abrogation of Article 370 and 35 alpha, and that has been possible due to the change in the policy that has taken place during the current regime at the union government. So this has to be accepted, but now despite the fact that the reality is happening and the change is there on ground, the Kashmir-based political parties, be it National Conference or the People's Democratic Party, they are resorting to targeting the Union Home Minister by saying that if we were responsible, then why were we invited for the all-party meeting and so on.
Absolutely, Gursimran. In fact, which is why I've been wanting to trace this back to how the Gupkar has been reacting, planning, and what exactly are their political moves ever since they have learned of the Home Minister's visit to Jammu and Kashmir.
All right, viewers, we are reporting live from Shivaji Park. This is where the Uddhav Thackeray faction rally will take place. I will ask my camera person Surendra ji to show us the entire ground. Shivaji Park. This is Shivaji Park, the largest park in Mumbai. And as you can see, viewers, a lot of people have gathered. Slowly they are gathering. Some sloganeering is also happening right now. You can hear them sloganeering at this point of time. Saffron flags, saffron flags. I see your saffron flags, viewers, everywhere that you look at this point of time. Well, you can see the numbers gathering by the hour. Now the event will take place after 6 p.m. 7 p.m. approximately. Uddhav Thackeray will be speaking, and many more people are coming right now from that side. As you can see, let's try to get a word from them. They are also sloganeering. Uddhav Thackeray, क्या मैसेज है आपके लिए? उद्धव ठाकरे ने क्या मैसेज है?
उद्धव ठाकरे
मैसेज क्या है?
उद्धव ठाकरे साहब के लिए यही मैसेज है कि हम सब महाराष्ट्र के लोग उनके साथ हैं, और उद्धव जी ठाकरे जो 40 लोग छोड़ के गए उनको, वो खुददार है, खुददार लोग शिवसेना के सब यहाँ पर है। ये जो भी देख रहे हैं, ये खुद के पैसों से लोग आए हुए हैं, खुद के साथ रोटी और कपड़ा लेकर आए हुए लोग हैं। ये इनको तोड़ नहीं सकते। बीजेपी के लिए मेरा भी एक कहना है कि महाराष्ट्र और मराठी मानुस इतना इजीली टूटेगा नहीं, इतना इजीली टूटेगा नहीं। आप मराठी लोगों में झगड़ा लगाने का कोशिश कर रहे हो। मैं प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी जी और अमित शाह जी को कहना चाहता हूं, महाराष्ट्र का मराठी आदमी महाराष्ट्र का मराठा ना झुकेगा, ना झुकेगा.
All right, so as you can clearly hear that a lot of people are gathering right now at this point of time. It's very, very noisy here, so it's difficult to understand what. I'll just move to a little quieter place. Now, the thing is, viewers, that this is a mega rally, so it's basically Shiv Sena versus Shiv Sena. That is what this is all is about. The other rally of the Shiv Sena, which is led by the Eknath Shinde faction, will be taking place at BKC Maidan. That's where it will be taking place. And a lot of expectations will be in terms of announcements. Now, from Eknath Shinde's side, where my colleague also reporting from, what we can expect is that Eknath Shinde might be talking about how the Uddhav Thackeray camp has moved away from the Hindutva ideology, and also the entire fight also will be on who is the one that gets to carry on the legacy of Bal Thackeray. All these points will be in fact something that we have to look out for, because both the leaders, Uddhav Thackeray and Eknath Shinde, will be speaking later on this evening. So it's going to be a mega rally, that too on Dussehra. So it's going to be very big. As you can see, the crowd is gathering slowly. They are chanting slogans ever since we have been here. And yeah, so they're chanting slogans, viewers. And also, let's talk a little bit about how we got to this. A lot of fight has happened, a lot of legal battle for us to get here at this point. We are talking about what has happened here was that Uddhav Thackeray and Eknath Shinde faction, they had gone to USC for permission to take out the Dussehra rally at Shivaji Park. That didn't happen, so the Thackeray faction again went to the Bombay High Court. They got the green signal from the Bombay High Court, and that's how this rally is taking place. And also a fight for to show the strength that each faction has. All right, I'm being joined by Anisha. Anisha is at the BKC Maidan where Eknath Shinde will be holding that rally. He also has a point to prove in terms of numbers. Anisha, what is happening where you are? How much crowd has gathered, and what can we expect as the hours roll on and the countdown begins to the speech of both the leaders?
From MMRDA ground in BKC, and let me first show you the visuals of the people who have been gathered here. This is all the Shiv Sainik who has gathered here. So we are not really been allowed to go to that side. But yes, the important. We can see here that the people who have been gathered, all the Shiv Sena, because this is something of fight for the real Shiv Sena. From the beginning, we have been witnessing the teaser that has been released. We even saw that there was a teaser that was released, whether by Uddhav Thackeray camp or whether from the Eknath Shinde camp. Clearly, they have been asking to all the real Shiv Sainik to come to the same ground. This is the MMRDA ground where the people have been gathered here in large number. Of course, there are some of the chairs with the people. They have been completely supporting Eknath Shinde, and it's been going since months. Importantly, if we talk about the significance of this Dussehra Melawa, it has all been started from 30th October 1966, where the first Shiv Sena founder, Bayasaheb Thackeray, has shed a dice in Shivaji Park and organized a Dussehra rally for the Maharashtrians, for the Mumbaikars and for the Marathi people, for their identity and for the justice of the people of the Maharashtrians. But since then, it's a legacy. It's been 56 years where the Dussehra Melawa is going. But what is interesting to see at this point of time, because there are two videos, two Dussehra rally, which is organized, one by Uddhav Thackeray and one is the Eknath Shinde. We know that there was also a fight for the Shiv Tirtha, that is Shivaji Park, but of course there was a legal battle which happened where the Uddhav Thackeray camp has went to the Bombay High Court to get a permission to organize a Dussehra rally in a Shivaji Park, after which Bombay High Court has given a green signal to Uddhav Thackeray to organize. But there was another place, that is a MMRDA ground in BKC. If you can see the intensity of the place here, because all the Shiv Senas have already been gathered. There are the flags, and this is across the city. We saw there was a hoarding, there was a board of Eknath Shinde and his minister, Shiv Sena minister, which is placed across BKC. So this is the visuals that we have been seeing, the intensity of this BKC ground, the claim that has already been made. We even talked to some of the Shiv Sena minister who clearly mentioned that this is a place, this is a rally of the legacy legacy of Baba Thackeray and thinking of Anand Dige, which is continues, which has to be continued by the Shiv Sena, because Maharashtra is something, the mandate that was given to Bharatiya Janata Party and Shiv Sena, which has actually not really cared about, and this is where the sentiments come, because mandate given by the people of Maharashtra is to the BJP Shiv Sena, after which there was a Mahavikas Aghadi by Uddhav Thackeray, and Uddhav Thackeray was the chief minister. But we saw how did the last from the last 2 to 3 months, because it's been 100 days, it's going to be 100 days of Eknath Shinde and the BJP government. But it's very important to see what exactly the picture is going to be say in the coming days, because in any time from now is what we have been told that Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde is going to address the rally. If my camera person Sami can show you the visuals from in and around of the even of the stage as well, because there are the ministers who have been continuously set, and the stage is all set for Chief Minister Eknath Shinde to address the public rally in BKC, and it's very important. And at a certain point we are going to see an Uddhav Thackeray who is going to address a rally in Shivaji Park, but here will be a Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde who is going to address Dussehra rally in MMRD account BKC. Continuously rolling on this big story. We'll be back after a short break. Stay tuned.
Amit Shinde versus Uddhav camp on the Dussehra rally. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be holding a rally at the MMRDA ground, while Uddhav Thackeray organizes his Dussehra event at Shivaji Park. The Telangana Rashtriya Samiti is likely to be renamed the Bharat Rashtriya Samiti as Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao preps for a national foray.
The world supermarket. The world is ours for the taking. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Rescue operations in Uttarkashi will resume today as massive avalanche hit the Dussehra glacier. Meanwhile, a 5-member team of the SDRF and 3 instructors were dropped by helicopter at the glacier.
2021, the Indian economy was all geared up.
We are headed for greatness as a nation. We will be a superpower. If there's something that I want to see in our lifetime, it is to have our best living years as a citizen of a superpower.
Now there's a new goal, Mission Superpower. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Amit Shinde versus Uddhav camp on the Dussehra rally. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be holding a rally at the MMRDA ground, while Uddhav Thackeray organizes his Dussehra event at Shivaji Park. The Telangana Rashtriya Samiti is likely to be renamed the Bharat Rashtriya Samiti as Telangana.
And on to the headlines at 4:30 in Baramulla. Home Minister Amit Shah leads the way, refuses to use bulletproof equipment at rally.
पूरी पारदर्शिता के साथ कश्मीर के अंदर चुनाव करा दिए जाएंगे। आपके खुद के चुने हुए नुमाइंदे यहाँ पर शासन करेंगे।
Amit Shah sets a timeline for Jammu and Kashmir elections. Big fight erupts. Will they fight or will they back out?
मेडिकल डिवाइस पार्क कहां बन रहा है? ये चौथा मेडिकल डिवाइस पार्क कहां बन रहा है? आपके हिमाचल में बन रहा है।
Prime Minister Modi is in Himachal Pradesh, inaugurating projects and celebrating Dussehra in Kullu. RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat breaks up the population debate, says cannot ignore religion-based population imbalance. TRS renamed Bharat Rashtra Samiti after KCR goes national. It is Uddhav versus Shinde camp now in Mumbai. It is the biggest political face-off on Dussehra. And we are cutting across to pictures of Prime Minister Modi as PM Modi made an impromptu decision to go till the Rath of Bhagwan Shri Raghunath Ji and took Bhagwan Shri Raghunath Ji's blessings. The chief deity of this region and is widely revered. This, as soon as he came to the Rath, there was great fervor all around, and the level of excitement that was witnessed on the occasion of the Dussehra. First pictures of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is attending the Dussehra celebration in Kullu, and these are pictures from the Shri Raghunath Ji temple, where Prime Minister made an impromptu decision to go till the Rath of Bhagwan Shri Raghunath Ji and take the deity's blessings. A deity hugely followed, widely revered, and this was an impromptu decision by the Prime Minister as soon as he came to the Rath. So much fervor that was witnessed around.
While that's a Dussehra rally which has been organized, one by Uddhav Thackeray, it's in Shivaji Park. It's a Shiv Tirtha where he fought actually a battle with the Bombay High Court, where he filed an application before the Bombay High Court seeking permission to organize the Dussehra rally in Shivaji Park, and Bombay High Court has already given a permission. But I have been reporting from MMRDA ground BKC, where you can see a large numbers of Shiv Sainik which has gathered here in MMRDA ground, where the Chief Minister, Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde is going to address the Dussehra rally this evening. And here are the large number of people who have gathered, because we know the teaser that has been released, whether from Chief Minister Eknath Shinde faction or whether it is from Uddhav Thackeray faction. They clearly mentioning from both the side that whoever the real Shiv Sena is should come to whether to the Shivaji Park or whether to the MMRDA ground. But what has been expected in the claim that has been made by Uddhav Thackeray and Eknath Shinde camp, that clearly mentions that it is something a real Shiv Sainik which has to be here and looking after the law and order. Here we can see the police officials, senior police officials who have reached to the spot looking into the situation. Here we can see the visuals of a joint CP Law and Order Vishwas Nagare Patil, who has been taking a stock, and even earlier we talked to him and he has given an adequate number of police officials and personnel who has already been deployed for the law and order situation. But on the other hand, I will request my video journalist Samit to show you the visuals of the backside, even to the large numbers where the entire ground has been covered up by the Shiv Sena. So this was the only thing which was made a claim by Eknath Shinde camp, clearly saying that this is an ideology of Bhai Thackeray, an ideology of Anand Dhige. Because if we talk about the significance of this Dussehra rally which has started back then, which was 56 years ago by Bhai Thackeray, the Shiv Sena founder, on 30th October 1966. That was the Bhai Thackeray who has started with the Dussehra rally. The 4 months after the foundation, the beginning of the Shiv Sena, and right after that it is the legacy of Bhai Thackeray. It's been 56 years where the Dussehra rally has been continuously ongoing. But this time it's something very different. The different what we are facing, because it's since after Bhai Thackeray, it was Uddhav Thackeray who was organizing the rally in Shivaji Park in the Shiv Tirth. But also this time when there is a faction, there is a both factions, whether a split within the Shiv Sena. One is a Uddhav Thackeray camp, and other we are saying Eknath Shinde camp, the faction. election. But moreover, there was also a fight for the Shivaji Park, because the significance of the Dussehra rally, the legacy of Sahib Thackeray, which was continuously ongoing in the Shiv Tirth, that is Shivaji Park, where both the application that has been given from both the faction. But citing law and order at first, where the BMC has rejected both the application, and after which there was an application that was filed by Uddhav Thackeray camp before the Bombay High Court seeking permission. The assurance has already been given to the court, clearly mentioning there will be no situation of law and order, after which Bombay High Court has granted the permission to Uddhav Thackeray camp. But now there was also a safer side application that was given to MMRDA for this same BKC ground. But today is something very important, and what we have been witnessing after 56 years, there are two Dussehra rally organized by Shiv Sainik, and this is nothing but for the identification of the real Shiv Sena. Because we know at a certain point where the Supreme Court has clearly given a heads up to the ECI to take a decision over the symbol. But now who is the real Shiv Sena is something is going to be the strength of the people of the Shiv Sainik, what we have been showing you right now from the MMRDA ground. And also we showed our viewers the visuals of Shivaji Park, where my colleague Shivangi has been reporting from. So even we saw that the visuals from the Uddhav Thackeray camp fraction. Also, there was also a blame game. Of course, we heard clearly whether from the Uddhav Thackeray, from the Eknath Shinde faction, mentioning that they are going to get not the real Shiv Sainik, but the people from the NCP and the Congress, because NCP and Congress has actually showed their support, extended their support to Uddhav Thackeray for the Dussehra rally. But what we have been witnessing, there is the flag all around which is being placed here. Not only this, but the entire BKC. If we move around, and if my video journalist can show you all the visuals of the banner that has also been placed across the BKC of Eknath Shinde, who is the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, and the other Shiv Sena cabinet ministers, their banners has also been placed all across. What we witness in the stage, if we can show you the visuals of the stage. Once I'll just show you the stage, which was also showing the visuals of Sanjay Raut, who is being arrested by Enforcement Directorate. So this is something very significant to see what exactly the nature, the atmosphere, and what will be the exact speaker. So also, as we are showing the visuals from MMRDA ground, I'll also go to my colleague Shivangi. Okay, so before going to my colleague Shivangi, who is in Shivaji Park, will show you the teaser, and then come back to the Shivangi, who is reporting from Shivaji Park.
Alright viewers, we are live and breaking right now, and like Alisha is at BKC Maidan, where she got us all the updates. I'm at Shivaji Park. This is Shivaji Park. I just want my camera person to span around and show you. This is the amount of crowd which is gathered so far. Uddhav Thackeray faction rally is happening here. It will happen in a couple of hours right now. And this is Shivaji Park, the same place where Bal Thackeray gave his fiery speeches for years and years and years. Shivaji Park, the iconic Shivaji Park. Now remember that Uddhav Thackeray wanted to hold the Dussehra rally here. They went to BMC, then that was rejected, then they went to Bombay High Court with a green signal given to the Uddhav Thackeray camp. And now we are here today where this big rally will take place. It's a mega rally for the first time in 56 years, viewers. For the first time in 56 years, two Shiv Sena factions will be holding two different rallies in two different locations. So one Shivaji Park, other one BKC ground. Just have a look at the other side. This is a very big ground, like we told you, the largest ground in Mumbai. There are many people chanting, raising slogans here. Saffron flags as far as the eye can see. people gathering here. The numbers are increasing for the past few hours since we have been here, and a lot of slogans being raised. All the Uddhav Thackeray supporters have come over here. In fact, even women are turning up in some numbers to support Uddhav Thackeray. So this is what we are reporting. A lot of fervor so far, but of course we have to wait and watch what will happen in the evening, because again, the entire question is that who will carry out Bal Thackeray's legacy? Who will that be? The big fight is happening already between Shiv Sena, Uddhav faction and the Shiv Sena Eknath Shinde faction, that who will carry the legacy of Bal Thackeray, who has been giving speeches after speeches here at Shivaji Park every Dussehra. So this is very, very significant. I'll ask my camera person to pan and show you around while I speak about how we came to this moment. Like I said, there was a legal battle which took place before we came to this moment. A lot of slogan reading is happening right now. Now, what can we expect next? So, we can expect some big announcements to be made as well tonight. And one thing is for sure, it's very likely that Eknath Shinde will be speaking about how Uddhav Thackeray has moved away from the Hindutva ideology. He also might attack Uddhav Thackeray about how he joined the NDA government with Congress and NCP, which was not the original plan. So many, many big announcements and many, war of words expected tonight. And we are live and breaking, and we'll continue doing so. It's a top story today. Don't go anywhere. Taking a short break. Much more coming up on the other side. Stay tuned.
2021, the Indian economy was all geared up.
We are headed for greatness as a nation. We will be a superpower. If there's something that I want to see in our lifetime, it is to have our best living years as a citizen of a superpower.
Now there's a new goal, Mission Superpower. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Amit Shinde versus Uddhav camp on the Dussehra rally. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be holding a rally at the MMRDA ground while Uddhav Thackeray organizes his Dussehra event at Shivaji Park. The Telangana Rashtriya Samiti is likely to be renamed the Bharat Rashtriya Samiti as Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao preps for a national foray.
The world supermarket. The world is ours for the taking. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Rescue operations in Uttarkashi will resume today as massive avalanche hit the Dussehra glacier. Meanwhile, a 5-member team of the SDRF and 3 instructors were dropped by helicopter at the glacier.
2021, the Indian economy was all geared up.
We are headed for greatness as a nation. We will be a superpower. If there's something that I want to see.
And we are now cutting across to this latest video of Iranian actor Mandana Karimi, who is fighting a lone battle when it comes to the hijab controversy and the anti-hijab movement that has even touched down in Mumbai. The Iranian actor who is protesting against the hijab, which is now a global movement, unstoppable with every passing day, more and more women coming out in full force, raising their voice against wearing the hijab. Let's take a look at this video. So you see the Iranian artist who is protesting alone in Mumbai, and while she fights this lone battle, the question of Bollywood the silence of Bollywood that many are questioning today. Why is it that Bollywood does not come out in full force for when it comes to atrocities against women across the globe, fighting the regressive practice of wearing the hijab? And we see some very telling pictures and videos emerging from several parts of the globe. At this time, when the movement is becoming unstoppable, Iranian artist protesting alone in Mumbai against wearing the hijab. Rahul Ishwar is with me on the phone line. Rahul Ishwar, the question being asked today, as this video emerges from Mumbai, of an Iranian artist who is fighting this lone battle against the hijab, why is it that Bollywood is silent? We see them holding placards, we see them active on social media. Is it always about a PR exercise? Or is it about really fighting for a real cause?
Google campaign performance social media.
All right, we are trying to get more voices on this. The latest pictures and videos that have emerged. This is in Mumbai of an Iranian artist protesting alone against